In this video, I want to talk about the situation with Bice, and if that name sounds familiar, he was an American Idol contestant, and he went through the Atlanta airport to the Popeyes Louisiana kitchen. It's number 4625, and he was treated pretty rudely by the employees and even be referred to repeatedly as white boy. And he put up on Facebook his experience there, and you can see the pictures here that talk about what happened. Him being called Bow Bow and Boo Boo and Bobo for 5 minutes straight with other employees. Everybody was mocking him, laughing at him, and also calling him a white boy. And he took to Facebook and talked about it. He didn't, he didn't retaliate and say anything against these employees. He didn't make any racial comments about the employees, even though they were made towards him. He just went on Facebook and complained about the way he was treated. Now, there's a big backlash, including Facebook deleting his post and censoring him and taking the side of Popeyes. I think it's more of a corporate thing than a racial thing on Facebook. But, man, he got blasted on Facebook here with his update here talking about everything. He said, "I'm not sorry I spoke up about the incident at Popeyes at Atlanta Airport. The backlash on social media from speaking out proves my point that we have a major problem with racial prejudice in our country and society. I'd like for the rational person who takes the time to read the entire post, look down the comments, and judge for yourself if there is a problem." Now, you can read this. You can go to his official Facebook page here. But this is exactly what people like George Soros, who had funded Black Lives Matter, who really want this racial divide in America and want this civil war to come about. They want instability. They want all this stuff to happen. These comments down here are very telling. They're very divided, very divisive, very polarizing on each side, including people just coming out to him saying he has white privilege, calling him a pussy, saying all sorts of mean things to him, which if it was the other way around, I'm sure people would be very sympathetic. And they should be sympathetic to both sides when people are treated that way on either side. And there shouldn't be a side, if you think about it. There shouldn't be a black side or a white side or any kind of racial divide at all. This is strictly him speaking out about the way he was treated, speaking out about the way employees had treated him, and quoting pretty much what they had called him, white boy, making fun of his name, which if it was the other way around, there would be a huge lawsuit. There would be a huge repercussions. It would be national news and not people just pretty much talking him down, including the news, in saying this is such a non-story, and also to the point of almost mocking him and making fun of him, or even calling him a racist. So explain to me how to call white boy is racism. Well, it was the other way around, and a black person was called something called black boy or black girl, I'm sure that would not stand. So if he felt offended by this, why in the world can he, and this is, like I said, this is more of a way an employee treats a customer than, in fact, thinking that he was being targeted by racism. And everybody has taken this to the next level. So it's pretty insane to say that this is out of control. And I think the bigger picture of this whole thing is that George Soros, like I said, and the people behind the scenes are just licking their lips and rubbing their hands and saying, this is exactly what we want. This is just another step towards what we want and what our agenda is. Otherwise, he wouldn't be funding Black Lives Matter and places and organizations like that to bring about this racial divide in this country. So people within the shadow part, in the background, you want to call it Illuminati, Freemasons, New World Order, whatever. These are the people that are doing this kind of stuff and are behind this and fueling this to make sure that their agenda is accomplished.